People thought they had seen Jack Doherty go through every possible level of chaos. Until Miami handed him a moment even he couldn't turn into content. One second he was filming another loud street clip, and the next he was surrounded by officers who clearly weren't in the mood for jokes. The internet barely had time to blink before the footage spread everywhere, and suddenly it felt like the entire world was celebrating in real time. The reactions came instantly. Jokes, memes, and comments poured in like people had been saving them for years. The most hated creator on the internet finally got scooped up again, and this time the arrest looked serious. His mugshot was everywhere within minutes. Headlines said he was taken into custody on 3 charges, including resisting officers and having controlled substances on him. It was exactly the kind of moment his critics had been waiting for, but the part that mattered most wasn't the arrest. It was the charges hiding underneath it. Jack walked out less than a day later after dropping a $3,500 bond like it was spare change, but the trouble didn't vanish. The arrest happened because officers told him to get onto the sidewalk, and instead of chilling out, he treated it like a dramatic showdown. He challenged them, ignored instructions, and kept filming like the camera would protect him. It didn't. When detectives searched him, they found half of an orange pill marked with a 3, something authorities say lines up with a controlled stimulant, along with a container holding several hand-rolled joints. City officials didn't find it entertaining either. A Miami Beach commissioner publicly called out his behavior, basically saying Jack wasn't here to make content. He was causing real problems. Miami deals with spring break chaos every year, and they weren't interested in being part of another viral clip. Their message was clear. This wasn't his playground. But the moment he walked out, Jack treated it like he just survived a disaster movie. He joked about the jail conditions, acted like he had been trapped there for days, and celebrated being a free man. The footage online told a different story. Him yelling in the street, refusing to move, and filming everything like he was invincible. That's why so many people weren't shocked. They were just waiting for the moment everything caught up to him. And the part almost everyone ignored? He walked away with 1 felony and 2 misdemeanors. In Florida, that mix can add up to 7 years if everything stacks the wrong way. The internet treated it like a meme, imagining Jack going silent in a small cell for the first time in his life. But it wasn't a meme. It was an actual possibility. The timing couldn't have been worse for him, because this came after months of non-stop drama surrounding his name. The first thing people brought up was McKinley. Their relationship wasn't casual, they got married live in Las Vegas. During the ceremony, he talked about a prenup right in front of her father, saying she'd walk away with nothing and he'd keep all her platform earnings. Her dad reportedly cried afterward. People never forgot that moment. Then McKinley went public and said she never wanted to start an account online at all. She said Jack pressured her, told her he'd send her home if she refused, and once she finally agreed, he controlled the money. She said he blurred business with their relationship and used her name to boost his own content. That shifted the whole narrative instantly. It wasn't drama anymore, it was a pattern. And that pattern kept showing up. The beach incident where he ran behind his security the moment a group confronted him. The gas station moment where people pressed him the second they realized he was alone. Clips kept resurfacing showing the same thing. Loud energy when surrounded by backup, silence when he wasn't. His security practically became part of his identity. Then Natalie Reynolds spoke out. She accused Jack of pushing young women into content they didn't want to make, and said he tried to get her accounts taken down when she wasn't making money for him. She posted that he waited until someone turned legal age and then invited her onto a yacht, pressuring her to drink and sign paperwork. Jack denied everything, but the accusations spread too fast for him to control the story. Just when the internet thought things couldn't get any worse, the $200,000 McLaren crash happened. Jack was live streaming in heavy rain, trying to entertain viewers when he lost control of the car. The crash injured his cameraman and totaled the car, and the platform he streamed on banned him immediately. People kept asking how many warnings someone needed before reality finally stepped in. A few weeks later, he showed up at a massive Halloween party and got into another heated moment. His bodyguard punched someone, and that punch turned into a lawsuit. More clips resurfaced, more arguments, more chaotic energy following him everywhere he went. But nothing hit harder than what happened during one of his live streams. Jack was pacing around his house, yelling, joking, and hyping up his viewers when there was a knock on the door. A child welfare agent appeared with 2 officers beside her, and the entire chat froze. She explained that someone filed a report with Jack's name on it, and she legally had to speak with him before closing the case. Jack insisted he didn't have a child and stepped away from the camera. That moment exploded online. Some viewers thought it was a setup. Others thought someone filed the report just to send him into another meltdown. And a few people wondered if Jack staged it himself. Nobody knew what to believe because with Jack, the line between reality and content is always blurry. If that report was real, filing it falsely is a serious offense. If it wasn't, then someone clearly wanted to push him into a new headline. But the timing was ridiculous. It happened while he was already facing a felony. The pressure around him wasn't just digital anymore, it was legal, unpredictable, and escalating fast. People started rewatching clips from the past year, the casino incident, times he filmed strangers without permission, the way he pulled up uninvited at other creators' events just to force moments on camera. Each incident blended with the next, forming a picture people had been ignoring for too long. Now the question everyone is arguing about is simple. Will he actually face real consequences? Some people say this is the moment he finally gets humbled. Others say he'll walk away untouched again and treat the entire thing like another storyline. Jack is back online acting like he escaped something dangerous, talking about his mansion and cars, shocked he ever had to step into a cell. But the legal system doesn't care about entertainment value. If that felony sticks, he could be looking at up to 5 years, with the misdemeanors adding 2 more. The internet is completely split. Half the viewers are celebrating. The other half thinks he'll keep moving exactly the same way. The only thing everyone agrees on is that this situation isn't going to disappear quietly. Jack has built an entire identity around chaos, and when someone lives like that, the fallout always ends up louder than anything they planned. Whatever happens next will decide whether this is the turning point people have been waiting for, or just another headline he shrugs off. Either way, the next update is already building, and when it drops, the internet will be watching.